Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to see you guys here. Let's give our wenye hawaja join some few minutes for them to join. But in the meantime, we can start by introducing ourselves. You can just unmute your mic and then, or raise your hand, and then you tell us your name, what you do, where you're joining from, the biggest win or a challenge, and what you would tell your younger self. So for me, I am Diana Mukulum, and an alumni officer, alumni relations and engagement at Atua Network. My biggest win is actually having you guys on this call. And what I would tell my younger self is that as time goes by, things actually do get better.
Hi, my name is Abdallah Mbwana, a true alumni, joining from the comfort of my living room. What do I do? I'm a data center engineer. Biggest win is to have a healthy life. What I would tell myself, younger self, there's a time and place for everything in your life. So take it slow. Back to you, Diana.
Okay, babe, you can go next.
Hello everyone. So my name is Faith Mtua. I'm from Mombasa, Likoni, and currently I work with Atua Network as the Senior Scholarship Officer. And the biggest win that I've had so far for myself is staying consistent and in the growth and where I'm at the moment. And what I'd tell my younger self is that no one is coming to save you. So you have to work it out yourself. And as long as you do the best and leave God for the rest, everything will work out in due time. Yeah.
Nice. No one is coming to serve you. Okay, Brian can go next.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Brian Omolo. I currently work with Hatua Network as a partnerships officer. I'm in Mombasa. My biggest win, I'd say, just discovering my purpose and then living towards it. What I'd tell my younger self is remain focused and dedicated to whatever you do. You are going to win. Thank you and welcome, everyone.
Nice. Welcome, Brian, Faith, and Abdallah. Benjamin can go next.
Hi everyone, I'm Benjamin Saka Tingili from Mombasa, Likoni. My win is to see every one of us, a family, get somewhere in life or have a better life in future. Then what will you tell you? I can tell the last question I can say. As a young person, you have to remain focused and just trust in the process that one day you'll make it in life.
Nice. At mine,
Then I can't hear you.
oh yeah, Dennis has raised their hand. Dennis, you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, hello family, long time.
Hi.
So my
Yeah.
name is Dennis Onkangi. I'm a founder of a startup which is deals solar energy space here in Mombasa. What I can tell my younger self is that never let fear stop you from taking bold steps. Yeah, I think that's what I can say.
Nice. Never let fear stop you. Uh, somebody else had raised their hand. Benjamin Kinyoda.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, I've realized we are two Benjamins, and we are usually two actually. I don't know whether there's a third one. Now I've realized my namesake is from Likoni, but this Benjamin who is speaking, Benjamin Kinyoda, is from Chuda. Uh, uh, I'm a media trainer, specifically broadcast media trainer. That is, I train radio and TV production here in Mombasa. Where am I joining from? I'm actually joining from Mombasa, Chuda, as I've mentioned earlier on. And my biggest win is speaking the truth. And I would tell my younger self, this is what I will tell them: hard work pays. Thank you.
Okay, Benjamin Truthful Man. Okay, Joyce can go next.
Hi, my name is Joyce Minor. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. All right. I'm joining from the United States. Actually, right now it's past 12 a.m., like 12:40 at midnight, but I was able to make it. I said I'm not gonna sleep. So yeah. And then what I do, so currently I'm not working because I had to leave like my job and I'm joining school again. So, but before I quit my job, I was a diaspora manager for a real estate company there in Kenya, in Nairobi. And my win is that I've been able to build a diverse career path because I've worked in like different industries. I've worked in insurance, I've worked in public relations, and then I was also working in real estate. And what I would tell my younger self is that everything and anything is possible. Just keep chasing your goals and you'll achieve it. Yeah, thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Joyce, for joining us, even after midnight. Mr. James, you can go next. James, you had raised your hand. James Modiga. Okay, Bosco, you can go next.
Great. Allow me to just have my video on. It's a pleasure to see all of you. How well I wish everyone will put their video on, even if it's for a second, just to see all of us. It has been decades since the last time I think we met with all of us. My name is Bosco Mwendwa. I serve with Israel International as the WASH technical advisor for the Africa region. I'm joining from Nairobi. My biggest win is that my biggest thing is that nothing is impossible. I know it's more like a rhetoric or a cliche by now, but it's something that I've been able to experience moving forward. What will I tell my younger self is that nothing is cast on stone. Be willing to push the limits. Thank you. Over to you. Happy to see you, Said.
Happy to see you, Bosco.
Happy to see you, Brian. How well I wish you could have put a video on just to see you guys. Dennis, your video is off. It has been years since we met. I think 3 years or so.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, James.
Hello. Okay, I have been having some problem to connect, but now I think it's okay. So I'm James from Likoni. I'm the librarian. That is what I do. I'm the librarian at Hatua. The biggest win is I'm doing what now I studied for in university, and what I will tell my young self is don't be pushed around by the fear in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, as Bosco said, whoever can have their camera on can turn on for us to be physical. It has been a long time since a lot of us have met, so whoever can put the cameras on for this meeting, just please go ahead and do. Nice. Okay, Said Nyebwe, you can go on now.
Yes. My name is Said Nyembwe, and I'm happy to first of all to see my one colleague that I can remember a lot, Bosco Mwendwa. I think he's the one that I can recognize a lot from this group. And secondly, Diana, you are the one who connected me to this forum, the Google Meet. I want to thank you and the entire community of Atua. As I've said, my name is Said Nyembwe. Currently working with the Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs as a supply chain officer one. So basically, my duties at the office, I deal with the assets register. You get to know it with the National Treasury and tenders. That's my work. I basically handle them a lot. So I'm joining here from. I traveled yesterday. Nimetoka jana, sasa niko Mombasa, lakini it wasn't easy kwa sababu nimejikakamua sana kujua. So I'm in Mombasa right now. My biggest win or challenge, I can say, finishing from campus, making it from where I am to get the to work as a procurement officer. It hasn't been easy. My struggle has been very tough. So thank God where I am because I've been working as a teacher. To begin with, when I finished campus high school, I had to volunteer as a biology teacher and chemistry teacher. So nimefunza 2 years nikikuwa mwalimu. Then nilipomaliza kuwa kufunza wanafunzi, because I didn't have the certifications, the papers, nilibidi nirudi tena mtaani. I had to open a small business of mine, a sole proprietor. So nilifanya biashara kiasi. Kufanya biashara baadaye, there nikapata secure an internship, public service commission with the internship. So I did an internship at Magical Kenya Tourism Board. As you can see, this is my shirt. It's the logo of it, Kenya Tourism Board. I worked with it. It's called Upper Hill, Kenya Rita was building. That's where it is located. Thereafter, nikachukuliwa. So I'm now, as I've said, I'm working with the Ministry of Mining. I can see that's my biggest win. Kutoka nilikotoka mpaka hapo nilipofika, it hasn't been easy. I've been struggling a lot. What I can tell my younger self, and also my younger brothers that are in Hatua, I can tell them that they should never give up. That's all I can say. They should never give up. Their dreams, what you want to do, focus on yourself. Keep in touch with the Hatua community. They will help you. I really thank a lot Madam Rosie Norao. She really made me who I am today. Na huwa saa zingine wanaongea na yeye. I tell her that mali nimefika because of you. She taught me how to present myself, make my CV. So now I'm usually outstanding. Hadi nikipresent myself, hata boss anani recognize. So I'm very happy. Alafu msisahau pia Mungu pia. Okay, thank you. I can say that.
Sawa, karibu sana Sai. So as
Yes.
we listen to Sai, kuna Said mwingine, whoever has raised their hand, Sai, you can go next, and the others tunaweza text kwa chat, and then I'll get the sound.
Thank you for this chance. My name is Said, and I'm so happy to see Said also on board. We are three sides. Someone said there are two Benjamins. I know we are three sides. Maybe there are more as of now. Side one, side A, we didn't want to lose, and side Roman one. So no one is superior, and no one is weaker in the alignment. We are picking Romans. I'm so happy to be joining you from Nairobi. It's been a while, I think, since we had such kind of engagement. Kizungu sasa mmesubscribe imeisha, wacha niongee Kiswahili. Nimefurahi sana kuona colleagues wenzangu. I work for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and as we go by the questions, my biggest win is to get a chance to pursue what I really wanted, and all the guidance from Hatua. That was a biggest win for me, because everything chronologically going or speaking, it all started from there. Yeah, and what I would tell my younger self is that whatever you believe in, you can live it, because I'm living part of my dreams that I had before. This is just like a dream come true. I had a colleague saying that they are pursuing right now. They are doing what they pursue back in campus, and I'm also in that category. And I think it's a very small percentage of people who get to do exactly what they studied for. I remember so many times Kwame used to tell us about passion and career. Yeah, so at sometimes people do want to pursue their passion, but it gets hard to realize them. But I trust, and I say you can live what you dreamt for. So I'm so happy about that, and I'm glad to join you today, and I'm looking forward to many conversations that we are about to make right now. Thank you so much for this platform, and I wish we can really be doing this so often, because it's good to catch up, and now the number has grown. We are so many of us. We can't meet at least in person, or if it is in person, we can't come there all of us, but we can join online several times, and maybe this time round we need to make the last day be a hybrid. If we want to the boot camp, maybe the last day it can be made a hybrid, so that those who aren't able to attend can join online. And I know we have projectors, and I love Hatwa because they are IT expert there. So if you are getting us, please make it a hybrid session, so that those who are not able to attend in person, we can join online and interact with our colleagues. So wherever we are, we will join, inshallah. Thank you so much.
Okay, nice. That is really nice. Definitely consider that. So we check the last introduction. What if the message introduced chat box so that we can meet each other and really info. So yeah, weekly.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning too.
I'm not sure whether it's on my side, but the quality of the sounds are so poor. Maybe it's from my side. If everyone at all anasikia kila pahali. But anyway, nice to see you some wenye wameweka videos. Nice to meet you wenye hawajaweka videos kama mimi. It has been long. Actually kwa hii chat naangalia majina haki, kuna wengine hata sijui ni kina nani. I think we need a physical catch up wenye Saidi amesema. So anyway, I'm Wycliffe. I'm joining you from Nairobi, but of course I'm from Likoni. Huko ndo tumeishi, ndo bado tunaishi, but for now niko Nairobi. Wycliffe Ochieng, sorry, sikusema full name. So I'm Wycliffe Ochieng. I'm a clinical officer, currently based in Nairobi. So my biggest win I can say is my being able to support and educate my siblings. You know, I'm the firstborn in our family, and I have so many siblings behind, and the opportunity yenye hatua ilinipea that I was able to get some education and get a job imenisaidia kuwa support those siblings. And currently I'm supporting my siblings who are in the university. Wako wawili, kuna wenye wako secondary na kuna mwenye ana join university this September. So about 5 siblings who I'm supporting, and so I can call that as my biggest win. Okay, challenges. There have been challenges as Said, the other side, the first side. Can I say side A? As side A said. So challenges that they are there in life. So like after graduating, finding a job was a bit difficult, but Mungu alikuwa nasi, so nikakuja nikapata. Okay, nikafanya. Currently I'm not attached to anywhere because penye nilikuwa na work, again some challenges came in. Na some people had to be dropped, and I was one of them. So I'm still on job hunting. Yes, but those are challenges lenye lazima tupitie sote, venye tu Said alisema. What I will tell my younger self is okay, most speakers have said a lot. So what I will say is financial intelligence. Is there something like that? Like making good financial decision making with whatever the finance zenye uko nazo, as soon as you get something, you get some job yenye inakupea pesa mzuri, make sure you do some good financial management in terms of how you use your money, how you budget for it, what you do for it, like hivyo. Make sure that at least ni something meaningful. That is what I will tell my younger self regarding the experience that I have since ni graduate. Thank you. And nice to see you all, Maze. Brian, umenona bana, unafanya nini hatua?
Nice to see you.
Nice to hear you, Wycliffe.
Hata mimi nitabidi nikuje nitafute job hatua bana. Brian ana shine kushine hapa kwa video.
Nimekuja hatua juzi.
But anyway, it's nice to see you guys.
Nice to hear from you, Wycliffe.
Yeah, nice. We have Josephine Nyambura connecting from Nyeri. Welcome, Josephine. She has done forestry and diversified her career into real estate. Had an opportunity to join County Government of Nyeri as a forest officer for a year. Currently not in that role. She's looking for opportunities. What she would tell her younger self is that courage has be courageous, and she says good luck to all of us. Nice. Now we will jump right in. I know tumeona the stories and today's speakers. I am just going to invite them. We're really honored to have them right here, and having them share their journeys, lessons, and insights. We are definitely going to be inspired by their stories. So I would like to welcome Melvin. Melvin serves as a communication and media relations officer in the office of Vice Chancellor at Africa International University. Beyond her title, she actually told me she's a storyteller at heart with a former PA experience. And then we will have Philip Mutie joining as a speaker. Philip is currently an accountant at Export Trading Company Limited.
I would like to welcome Helen Kwanda to hear from her.
Such an introduction, Diana. I don't know. Storyteller at heart. Okay. Sawa. Yeah, I'm used to introducing other people. That's for sure. Yeah, having worked as a PA at Evangelical Alliance of Kenya, I'm not used to being introduced. So when Diana asked me for my profile, I usually do profiles for other people, like my bosses and such kind of people, but not for myself. I don't even have one for myself, but maybe it's high time I made one. I'm wondering why I was chosen to be a guest speaker. I think there are more qualified people here, like Kina Said Omar, Kina Wycliffe, clinical officer, kuna Kina Bosco, kuna Dennis Onkangi, surely. Yeah, I think those guys have been in this career path longer than myself, not because wamekuwa out of campus longer, but because at least they've worked for longer years. But anyway, Diana, tutaonana kando. Good to see all of you guys. Thank you for the opportunity once again. Yeah, nimepata stage fright after kuona watu wote wenye wameongea hapo mbele. Okay, so I don't know, Diana, I don't think I'm able to share my screen. If you could just help me share from your side, I'd appreciate. Ninasikika wase?
Yeah, you are. So give me a minute kidogo. I try and present your screen.
Okay, in the meantime, I see Karen Ojambo amesema, hi Melvin, nice to see you after over 10 years. You have really grown. I'm not sure about that. Picha udanganya, but yeah, I've grown.
We
Yeah,
Melvin, nilikuacha imefee. Nilikuacha imefee.
Oh yeah, probably I've grown. Yeah, and also motherhood is doing that thing on me. So yeah, could be true. Thank you for the heads up. Good to see all of you guys as Diana tries to share the screen. Nice to see you too, Brian. I can see kuna watu kama kina Athman Mohammed. I don't know when was the last time I saw Athman. No, my goodness, it's been long. Abdallah Mbwana. Let me just do a shout out to these guys. Kuna Daniel Nyaga. I didn't hear him speak. Dana Atieno. Kuna Esther Nyanchama. Eunice, Faith Mutua, Frida Makoha. Oh goodness. Okay. Shout out to all of you guys. Now that screen ni kama bado ina take time. I wanted to introduce you to my family, but I guess we can do that as the last thing, maybe just to show you their photos. But yeah, my husband wanted me to start by telling you guys that kuwa msomi si kupata job, like kuwa msomi doesn't guarantee you a job. I think by now all of you guys have seen that or know that. Of course, kuna wenye walimaliza shule immediately wakapata kazi, but then I know there are those wenye kama sisi tulikaakaa for us to get a job, so we had to do other things, as I will be sharing soon. And then yeah, but we've seen that, we've experienced that in one way or the other. So as introduced, I'm a communication and media relations officer in the office of the Vice Chancellor at AIU, Africa International University. Guys, you are welcome to you're welcome to join AIU. Acha nianze na marketing hapo kidogo. To join AIU for your masters or PhDs wenye wameshafanya degrees, and for those who are not, for undergraduate programs as well. So I studied at Consolata Catholic Primary School in Likoni, went to Swan Vanash, still in Likoni, and then from Form 2 all the way to Form 4, I was at My Forces Academy, Mombasa. After that, I joined Laikipia University, where I studied communications and media. Yeah, and then graduated in 2019, joined ministry training, Christian ministry training for 2 years at ISA of Africa in Kikuyu. And then now kuhustle kukaanza in 2021. I think I thought that getting a job when umesha graduate is very easy, and it's very easy, but then it proved to be very hard. In the whole of 2021, I just decided to do business as I was still looking for a job. So nilitafuta business ya kufanya. I used to cook food and sell. Kuna time nilikuwa ninauza, ninapika and then supply, like get orders and then deliver food. And then there's a time I decided to open a kiosk along Gong Road. Yeah, so fungua food kiosk along Gong Road. It was, yeah, it at first it was easy. It kind of peaked a bit, but then with time, things didn't go so well. I became ill and had to shut it down. But then I had worked a lot towards getting clients. It's okay, Diana. If you can just give me the rights to share, I'll do it myself. I think there's a way you can just give me the right to share. Brian or someone else from Atwa can help with that. Okay. Yeah. So I'm still audible though.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Yeah. So yes, I was saying, tamaking is real. Yeah. Getting a job proved to be very hard, so I decided to do business. There's a time when I actually did crocheting of carpets and mats. I would have shown you one of the samples of a carpet that I did some time back and sold, and some mats. But then now that we are having difficulties with the screen sharing, you'll just have to hear from me. And then I also did food business where okay, sorry guys, share screen. Just a second. All right. Everyone can see that?
We can see.
Can see that.
All right. So yeah, sorry. That's me there, and that's Calvin. Yeah, I chose that photo ndio kuwaonyesha kuwa mbele kuko sawa. It's a happy season, and yeah, nilitafuta picha yenye tulikuwa tumecheka just to show you that it's a happy season. Keep smiling. And then that's Taji, our firstborn baby boy. He's 8 weeks today. We thank God for him. Yes, so sorry. No. Yeah, so that's a carpet I did. That's one of them. There were two that size, and then mats that I did while still job searching, because in Nairobi lazima survive. And then yes, I started food business, cooking and delivering food, then opened a food kiosk in Mbulbul, as I had mentioned. Yeah, I still can offer these services, mkitaka wase, but yeah, so that's what I was doing some time back. And then in 2021, sorry, I think I skipped somewhere, 2021, 2022, I did housekeeping. Nilikuwa nafanyia watu kazi ya kuosha nyumba, like kama house girl sort of. For a whole year, I worked for a family in Karen for almost 1 year, where I did all house chores, cooking, washing, washing toilets, clothes, and everything. And then in 2023, I got an opportunity with public service internship program, where they placed me in Kisii University, where I served as a marketing intern. And then in 2023, towards the end, I got the opportunity to work as an executive assistant and head of communication, where I worked in the office of the general secretary, equivalent to the CEO of a company. So technically, why I'm mentioning this is because it's just to show you how rough the path was for me. It wasn't an easy, swift sort of path. Like nilimaliza campus, I had to hustle a bit. Of course, I did ministry training for 2 years, which was a good thing for me. And then after that, I started hustling with selling food, selling stuff, and then I didn't just sit waiting to get that opportunity. But even while I was doing those businesses, I still would send applications to different organizations that were advertising for jobs. And even I remember there's a time I even went door to door. There's a time I went door to door, like taking my CVs to different organizations so that I can get a job. But it took me long, really, to actually get a job. So the one that I got at Evangelical Alliance of Kenya was through a connection, actually, from someone that I had served years ago when I was in campus, serving in leadership. And so he just gave me a call and asked me to send my CV via LinkedIn and all. And then, of course, I went through the whole hiring process. It wasn't just come with your CV and then we give you the job. No, I went through the whole hiring process and qualified for the position. It wasn't a spoon-fed thing. It's kind of kama nilikuwa spoon-fed. And then in 2024, I got an opportunity as a communication and media relations officer at Africa International University, where I currently work. Yeah, so some of the questions were, what's one moment that shaped me and a big opportunity or turning point? I would say that one moment that shaped me is the ministry training that I did for the 2 years. It's not one moment per se, because it's a whole 2 years program that helped me to actually trust in this process and trust in God, that even with all the challenges that I may face, that God is in control throughout. So it kept me going over and over again. I've faced many challenges, real struggles. I went through depression in 2021 because of hiyo kutafuta kazi sana, and I'm not getting a job. I'm living in Nairobi. I need to eat. I need to support my family. But then my business is not picking up. So that time I actually went through a depression. And I even remember I almost committed suicide, but thankfully, God placed people who are close and who actually cared for me and kept encouraging me throughout the journey and helped me to even go through therapy and get well. And so, yeah, I know sometimes job searching can be pressure, can be a lot of pressure. Sometimes we have so many responsibilities that we need to cater for, and then these things can lead us to actually get depressed and sometimes even like take decisions like committing suicide or something like that. But then my encouragement to us is that God is still in control. And then we have people that we can talk to, have friends who can actually support you through the journey as you keep job searching, as you keep during those low moments when you've lost your job and stuff like that. Don't walk alone. You can have someone to actually help you. The values that kept me going is integrity and trusting in the Lord. Again and again, I know I've mentioned about trusting God over and over again, but I feel like those are the things that have kept me going as a person. Having faith in God, and also being someone with full of integrity wherever you work. Like, let people see your work, value your work, do it wholeheartedly, not because your employer is looking at or watching over you, or not because their eyes are on you, but just do everything with a lot of integrity. People will always refer you somewhere. People will always call you. Like in business, I've been doing business for so many years now, different businesses. I've tried different businesses over the time. And what has worked well for me has been giving people value for their money. And those people will keep referring me to some, like to their friends, to their colleagues. They'll just receive calls from strange people telling me, I was referred to you by someone. Can you do this and this for me? It has kept me going over time. Yeah, I'm trying to rush over this because it's, I think I'm done. My 10 minutes is over. What I would tell my younger self is that mbele kuko sawa. I mean, God works everything out well over time. Sometimes we may not understand why we are going through whatever we are going through, but the Lord actually knows what is ahead, and He actually has everything laid out for us. It's just to trust in Him, and also to remember that things will work out. Keep working hard, but keep trusting in the Lord. There is hope for those who are still job searching. I've heard Wycliffe saying that he was laid off work. I was laid off work last year during my honeymoon. Our wedding was last year, August. My boss, we had a new boss, and I think our blood just hazikuelewana, so he laid me off work nikiwa honeymoon. So 1 month I was at home. My husband also got laid off work 3 months to the wedding, so both of us were home without work. But then we kept trusting in God for provision, and a month later I got the job at Africa International University. So a reminder is that a job is not necessarily the one where you dress in official outfits and sit on a rotating chair in an executive office. I mean, that's a job, but that's not all of it. You can decide to be your own boss, like Dennis Onkangi, very good example, who started his own business, and I'm sure he's employing other people. Take that risk even as you keep searching for your dream job. My dream job is to be a mom, a good mom to my children, to bring them up well, and so that they can be transformative to the society as I do business. But my main dream job is to be a very good mom to my kids. On that note, we have 2 businesses that we do online. One, we sell cashew nuts, and 2, we do second-hand clothes for children. I think I'll stop at that. You can support our business. The contacts are there. You can reach out. But then I'll stop at that unless there's any question.
Nice. Thank you so much, Melvin. And if you have any question for Melvin, you can post it in the chat, and then maybe later she will get to answer you. And yeah, she has presented her business. You guys can support her. Okay, thank you so much, Melvin. Really touching story, and shows the progress from one point to another. And thank you so much for that. And we now welcome Philip. Philip, you can now come on board and
Hi,
speak to
Diana.
us.
Hi, Diana.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. I hope
Hi, how are you?
I'm audible. I was struggling to hear you, Diana. I don't know if it's my internet. I'm not sure. Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, you're good.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Thank you. I'm glad and much humbled to have this opportunity to share my path with all of you, and I'm very glad to see familiar faces in the meeting. I can see Benjamin Tingili, who you are in the same year, gap years of 2016. So I'm glad, and of course there are so many other faces I don't know. There I can see our big brothers, Dennis. I can see there's Wycliffe. I'm glad to reconnect with you, and this like an half meet. And I'm in Mombasa currently. I'm based in around Lights area, so I've seen a number in Mombasa. So past this one, maybe we can extend and try to connect out there. Here in Mombasa, I'm in Mombasa. Maybe we saw each other like maybe some more years ago. Maybe we can connect. What transpired? I know there are so many stories that we can share, and it can be inspiring. From listening to Melvin's presentation, myself, I'm very much inspired, and that's how it is. Every day you get inspired, you get to hear different perspectives, and you keep on learning. So myself, I completed my high school in Shiks. That's how we used to call ourselves, Shikadabu Secondary, in the year 2015. And then I went to Nairobi to join Kenyatta University. Initially, I had been called to take agribusiness, but I was not very happy with the course, and I thought it would be easy to change while in the university. But I ended up doing agribusiness for a year, and then I changed to the other course now that I did the other 4 years. So it was some time lost there, but I was happy because now the course that I ended up doing, I really liked it. And every time I used to go to the classes, I had that spirit, okay, I'm doing something that I like, and that makes me happy. So I graduated in the year 2021, December. But before my graduation, I had completed school mid that year, and I was just waiting for the results and, of course, to be listed in the graduation list. And I know most of us here have come from challenging backgrounds, and we try to face the troubles of all the problems that we face in life, and how we proceed past them. It's what really matters. So sometimes you might be in such situations, you've been challenged so many times, and yet you don't know when the toughest challenge is yet to come. And then now the question is, when it comes, that toughest challenge of your life, how do you face it? How do you encounter it? Is it going to drag you down? Is it going to erase everything that you've been building since your childhood, the dreams that you've been having? Or are you going to have that strength to carry on? So, as I had said, mid that year, 2021, I had completed my schooling at KU, and I decided to take some time off. So, around towards the end of October, I came back here to Mombasa, where I'd grown up. I reconnected with some friends. Actually, by then, there were some people already I'd not seen for like 4 years. And it's fun how reconnecting with people you have not seen for so long, you realize that so many things have changed in their lives and so on. So just to make it, I don't want to deviate from what we are trying to discuss here, but this is just a small prologue I thought maybe important to start my presentation with. So I got an unexpected call towards the end of that October. And this was a call from upcountry where my mom was. I had a single mom. I never saw my dad. So she was my everything. And I got this call that she has been rushed to the hospital and I really need to go back. At that time, I was barely here for only 2 days. So I went to Machakos and that's where the whole journey started. So the whole of November, we were in hospitalization. I was actually looking forward to see more people in my gap year. There's Emmanuel Ndavi, a very good friend of mine, because even in campus, we at some point shared a hostel and we really connected more. So at the time, he was really there, and I come to say, I agree to the saying that friends are the families that we choose. Yeah, friends are the families that we choose. So early December, we lost the fight, and my mom was gone. It was one of the biggest shocks of my life. Just try imagining that you've just completed campus and maybe in your lined up list, you have your mom there, you have your siblings, you have people that you feel obligated to give back to. Yeah. And you have just completed campus, you have not even started working. And then now this happens. And it was so fast, like within a month. So after we were done with the burial towards the end of December of that 2021, I did the same thing I'd done in October. I came back here in Mombasa. There was a friend that was hosting me in Mshomoroni. So we stayed there. And then I did not know what to do really next. At the time, I'd disconnected from the other people. I just wanted a quiet time. Yeah, I was not really sure of what I was going to do next. Yeah, was I going to start working immediately? How long was I going to take to grieve? Was it going to be weeks? Was it going to be months? And then towards that December 2021, I checked my mail and realized that there's this mail that had come, and actually it had come for weeks now. I had not seen it. I had not opened my email. It was from one of my applications I'd made in the year. I'd sent so many applications. You know, I know when you are job seeking or making those applications, you send so many of them. At some point, you can't even tell how many applications you send because you're just sending them out. So I had been accepted as an intern to join KRA early the following year. So here I was. Had I really rested enough? Had I grieved enough? Was I supposed to take this opportunity, or I was supposed to maybe wait till around February there? Then I would be sure to rejoin the community. But I made a personal decision. I said, okay, this has come. Let me take it. And if I go there, I'm not going to be remorseful. I'm going to take this one as it's a challenge that has come here. I'm in the grieving period and all, but I want to use it to fuel me. I want to use it for the best. And I think this is something that we can really do with most of the challenges that we come across. We really use those challenges to fuel us to even do more, to go that extra mile. So I accepted the offer to join KRA as an intern. And I wanted to go there and give my very best, have my best foot forward, and face the challenges as they come. Yeah, without complaining, because something that I've noted, especially with the young of us, when we join work life, and remember actually during my campus life, I never did internship. I never went for attachment. So we can call this my really first job that I got into. And it had its challenges. At this time, I think, I don't think it's for certain. We were getting a stipend of 15,000, and we still had to pay NSSF and NHIF. So that's around 2,000 in total. And the EFT charges, government, they don't even want to incur the charges of sending you your salary. You have to bear them. So you deduct that. So the 15,000 was getting cut down to around 12,500 or so. And at the time I was living in Kirigiti. Yeah, I don't know if people are familiar with the place. Okay, they're familiar with the place that is nearby, Kiambu. Yeah, so I was near Kiambu town. That's where I used to commute to. and we were going to work or for the internship from Monday to Friday. So then you have to really budget yourself. You have 12,500 monthly. There's transport in the morning around 80 shillings, in the evening 70 shillings. There's food, there's rent. Yeah, so even if you decide to be minimalistic, I'm not sure, I'm not pronouncing it well, but even if you decide to like deprive yourself of so much, still this 12,500 cannot be enough. So you really need to think of new ways that you can maybe get some extra income to get you by. Yeah, so in the evening after the internship, I used to do online. Okay, it's one of those hassles. I know maybe a number of years I've done it, and they might not be so proud of because they're not exactly inspiring. They're not the stories that you can tell your kids because now you're telling your kids go to school, work hard. Yeah, and then now you're here helping. So it's not something to be very proud of, but that's what I was doing in the evening, and I could do it for some hours and have few hours of sleep, so maybe 4 hours, but I'll compensate during the weekend. The good thing with government, you don't go till the Saturday, so you just have Monday to Friday, and then the Saturday and Sunday are all yours. So as an intern, initially in January 2022, we were assigned in different categories and different departments. So I was put under DTD in a unit called refunds. Yeah, do you know that KRA refunds people their money? Yeah, so I was in that unit. It's quite a big unit in KRA, and I had that curiosity, and some friends of mine also. Till today, we know so many corners of the Times Towers than even some employees that have been there for years. Yeah, we used to go and hang out in the library. There's a library on the last floor, the 33rd. There are common rooms on the 22nd floor, third floor. Some employees did not even know that these rooms exist. There's a pool table. There are some rooms you can play chess, the board games you like. Yeah, so while there, in the refunds unit, you are 12 to start with. Of course, a number kept following, and you're falling off as time went by. Maybe they got some opportunities elsewhere, or they just resigned to look for opportunities elsewhere. So we were in a team of 12, and we were told to choose our leader, and luckily,
National service.
yeah. Sorry? Yeah, Melvin? Okay, so I was saying we were in a team of 12, and while choosing our leader, I was lucky enough to be chosen. I used to do my very best, as I said. I walked into this with the best of attitudes. Like we are supposed to be there by 8, and sometimes we could just get to the office. We don't have specific roles to do really. Yeah, it's just sitting there and waiting for what is going to be thrown at us. So sometimes you could go and just sit the whole morning. Yeah, and the first assignment that you get is maybe in the afternoon at around 2. So some would feel like, why then do I need to wake up in the morning? Why do I need to come 8 to work at 8? Yeah. But sometimes now you would decide to come, okay, let me come at 11. And then when you come at 11, at that 8, people were assigned some duties, and now your manager is noting, oh, these and the other were not there. So they started their work late, and their deliverables are less because we had our targets, yeah. So every morning I used to make sure that I'm there by 8, sometimes even much earlier. And the traffic in Nairobi, if you miss it, like for instance, if I left Kirigiti at 6 in the morning, by 6:30 I'll be in town. But if I extend it, let's say I leave at 7:20 there'll be so much traffic. So you take like 1.5 hours on the way. So you leave at 7:20, at around 9 now you are getting to town. And then there's that distance because you are dropped near archives, and you have to walk all the way to Times Towers. So there's also that time to account for. So you really needed to be early. Just a difference of 7:20 and 6 in the morning. It's going to make a huge difference. So I was the group leader. And then as time progressed, after around 3 months of interning, we were really doing almost everything, yeah. And with the KRA, they are too secretive. You can just be there, and then you are doing something, but it's just a piece of something else. But they're not telling you exactly the whole picture. So they're just giving you some bits of those assignments, do this, do that. And then now they compile it and utilize it the way they want. So after 3 months of interning, they needed one person to work with the analysis team. And analysis team and refunds by then used to have 2 people only. It used to have 2 employees, and the tasks that they were doing really were too much, and they could not afford to have both of them away on leave. Yeah, so if one person was going on leave, the other person had to be around. So they needed one intern to join them. And again, luckily, I think maybe based on how I was fronting myself, they chose at random. Okay, who do we think is going to assist us in this role? And then I was chosen. So I detached from my other interns, and I was actually working as a solitary intern under the analysis team of refunds. So the other intern said a certain corner that they were put, okay, this is the corner for interns and refunds. But myself, I was just sitting right next to the employees, the real employees, not the real employees, for lack of a better word, because the interns themselves are also employees of KRA. Yeah? So I was sitting next to the employees, and I got that closeness, like we could really interact, share information, and talk much. Yeah, and I made myself useful to an extent that even my 2 fellow colleagues, that is the data analysts, they could go on leave for even 2 weeks straight, both of them. And then I would be the person that they depend on, because basically the duties of data analysts for interns used to supply so many reports for the refunds unit. We had daily reports, weekly reports, and monthly reports. Actually, monthly reports were the most hectic towards the end of the month, like dates 28 to around 5th of the following month. You are super busy. Sometimes you even left office at around 8 in the evening. But as an intern, you have that option. Okay, it's 5. So do you want to leave? You can leave. But if you feel like you can assist, then you stay behind with the other employees and you assist where you can. So that had been my attitude throughout that process of interning. And I really learned a lot. And based on how I fronted myself and how useful I proved to my colleagues and my seniors, I was given more and more duties, more roles. And at some point, I actually felt like I'm actually an employee of KRA. The only difference is that the salary that I'm getting is maybe not the salary for the position, but for the role, I'm actually doing a role of an officer. Yeah, because when you're employed first in KRA, they call you officer. So I was at some point actually considering myself as an officer. And my fellow interns saw me that way also. Sometimes they would call me. Hello, Noria. Hello. Hello. Noria just called me. Am I not audible?
You are audible.
Audible.
Oh, sorry. I had been talking for too long, so I actually thought the internet might have disappeared, and I was just talking on my on my own. So, Nuria, are you in the meeting? Hi, Nuria. Oh, okay. Let me just continue.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we
Thank you
can.
for that. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback. My fellow interns actually would jokingly call me an officer because most of the time I used to spend with the officers, and we try to get absorbed, and our fellow interns in other departments were getting absorbed throughout the year, maybe after 6 months at the end of the first year. So yeah, it was something that was really possible, and one thing that I could say for sure, there were duties to be executed. So it's not like when they were absorbing us, we were just going there to be extrally employed. Yeah, there was real work to be done, and there was that niche. They needed more manpower. So in December 2022, the first year has ended. So our internship was supposed to run for 1 year. So we were receiving this call, and now when you receive the call and your true caller is on, you see where the call is coming from. It's coming from HR KRA. So you know, okay, this is the moment now. They have decided to confirm me. They have decided, okay, my status is no longer going to be of an intern. I'm finally going to be an employee. Yeah, so the call came December 2022, but it was not a call to confirm this position. It was a call to extend the internship. So they'd written to us if we were interested, then they would like to have us on board as interns for the following 6 months. Yeah, because taking on new interns meant that they would need to repeat the training that they gave us, because when we were very fresh, for the first 3 months, you were just learning basically. And then after that period, now we could be relied on to do something. Yeah. So just to avoid that gap, they wanted to continue with us because at the time we were very vast with what we were required to do, and our deliverables were impressive. So they wanted to continue with us. And from how they explained to us and how our supervisors gave it to us is that they really wanted us to be onboarded, but it was beyond the answer at the time, because now they just make the same proposals that we are requesting to their seniors, and if it's agreed, now we are onboarded. So that's how difficult the hiring process is before they actually confirm you as an officer. So they need to make that plea that, okay, we need these extra people in refunds, and there are some people that we have trained, and based on how they're performing, we think they can really do a good job in that role and assist us extra hands. Yeah. So some of us were not thrilled by this proposal. They thought 6 more months as an intern, it will be very difficult, and the economy and all these sacrifices that you have to make. So some fell on the way, and others, myself included, we decided to take it on. We decided to accept the offer, and I used to really interact with people, my seniors, and ask them for advice during the period. And one consistent advice that I got at the time was, why do you quit when you don't have somewhere else to go? And after all, what's the harm of continuing to work as an intern while you look for a different place? Because you're not tied there. There's free internet there. There's free printing if you want for your CVs, for your applications. There's so much that you can utilize while you are an intern. And you keep on looking outwards. We are not advising you to just accept it and sit still, wait for the 6 months for them to give you an offer. But what we are telling you is just accept the offer, but keep on searching. Keep on building yourself, your skills. Yeah, so that when you're making this application to different companies, you don't just front your a degree certificate and that's it. Yeah. So there's something extra, like over the years I've gotten these skills, and I've had this experience and these extra certificates. Yeah, it really supports your application, and it shows that you're someone that keeps on pushing, yeah, and you're not that relaxed. So we were very few in the second round, if I would call it. From the number 12, I think we were around seven then. Yeah, several had kept on dropping on the way. So, and I kept on the spirit. Yeah, it's not like, okay, we have been here for a year and you have not given us a job. Now we are not going to really push ourselves. Yeah. So I'm going to be like reporting 11 on a daily basis. If I'm given assignments that should last for a single day, I'm going to extend them and they leave after 3 days. No. We still had the spirit. It's like just a new year. It's like we have just started the role, yeah. And we kept on delivering. I was glad to also be called as a repertoire during the new employee evaluations. In KRA, they usually do it on a quarterly basis. So like in the first quarter, then semi-annually, the third quarter, and the end of year. So you'd sit there basically, and then there's an employee that is being evaluated based on the targets they'd set at the beginning of that period and their deliverables during the period. And it was an interactive session, but your role basically was taking down the notes and the comments that the senior was maybe commenting on presentation of this person that was being evaluated. So you'd really learn because you'd sit in such evaluation event for managers, yeah, people that are way scales above you, and you'd see the duties that they really do and the targets that they have and the challenges that they have been experiencing maybe to deliver some of those targets. And it was a learning curve for me, really. It was a learning curve. And I really learned a lot. I can't say that my time at KRA was all futile or I was just waiting for time to pass by. I really interacted with so many of these people. And some of those days, like I've said, we could leave so late. Yeah, we are supposed to leave at 5, but based on the workload, some employees would stay behind. And if you are interested as an intern, you'd also stay behind and assist them. And this one was at no extra pay, so you are just there for the experience and to learn. Yeah. And something that I've also come to find, if you like do this thing, we call it for God bless you. And every time you are just curious of when that compensation is going to come, then every time that passes while you are doing that thing, you won't be giving it your all, and you'll be expecting something. You'll be expecting like a payment. But if you're just used to just delivering, yeah, to just serving, yeah, you get used to it, and it does not drain you as much. Like when you are doing it, you don't feel like you're using so much energy, and it's going unappreciated. So this was my attitude, really. And if you are lucky, after some time, maybe the employee would just call you aside and give you some sum of money, maybe 5,000. Yeah, and 5,000 based on the budget allocation that you have for the month, it's a huge boost. Yeah, and it's something that you had not anticipated for. So we did this internship thing, and for the 6 months again, that call came, and this time they were they were still happy to continue with us, but as free service. So I told myself this was the point I was going to fall off, and I did not accept the second extension, though some of my peers accepted it. But I did not. I said, okay, if it's the experience and the learning, I think I've had enough. And I'm going to just sit aside and look for the jobs while I'm outside. Maybe the much that I was giving during my time there might have not given me some perspective that I need to see it from the outside. Yeah. So I just said, okay, I won't accept it. I did not have somewhere to go immediately. And I just said, okay, I'm not accepting it because based on the challenges. And at the time, actually, my other side hustle, writing, if you are aware, around the time it had also died. After that documentary, it had really gone down. And of course, Chat GPT and all. So it was not sustainable, yeah. And I stepped aside. So that was the end of the financial year, 30th June 2023. And after that, I attended a tournament, yeah. And just as my bio says here, I'm a Scrabble player, and this is one sport that I've come to love so much. Yeah, and actually, I learned it in Atua. By then, we were just reading from the manual, and we used to argue so much because now one person would interpret the manual this way, and some other person would interpret it in a different way. So we used to argue a lot. Yeah, but later in campus, I picked on the sport. While we were playing in Atua, I actually thought, okay, this is just a game that you play with friends and family, and that's all. It's just for fun. It's never done at the professional level. But I was proved wrong. It's actually played, and there's some people that actually do it professionally. Yeah, and it's exciting at the same time. So I've been playing Scrabble all along from campus, and currently I'm ranked 5th. Yeah, in ratings, I'm ranked 5th. I've actually won so many tournaments, and after this resignation on in June 2023. There was a tournament lined up, and that tournament happened to be in Mombasa. So you are coming to play. A tournament usually lasts for 2 days, a Saturday and a Sunday. So on the Saturday, we actually play the whole day. So on the Saturday, we play 10 games. It's an hour a game, so it's basically the whole day. And then the second day, we play 8 games. So I came for that tournament. And while I was in the SGR on my way from Nairobi to Mombasa, one of the people that I had interacted with over the years, I had connected with, sent me an advert of a position that they wanted filled. And I saw it, I read through it, what they really wanted. I adjusted my CV because, of course, for every application, you need to twist that CV of yours to resemble what they really want. So I drafted my application very fast and sent it. And I sent it. I remember I was traveling on Thursday. On Thursday, so that I can stay a few days in Mombasa and then attend the tournament on Saturday and Sunday. By then, I was telling myself, okay, I'm a free agent now. I don't have that pressure even after the tournament. Let's say the tournament ends in Sunday. I don't need to return like immediately because I don't have a particular job that I'm doing at the time. Thank you. Okay, so I sent that application and I showed up for I sent the application and it turned out they really wanted the person to fill the position urgently. Yeah, it's just someone that had left not long ago. So shortly after my application, they called me on the Saturday during the tournament and asked if I was interested to show up for an interview and how early could I make it. So coincidentally, the position was in Mombasa, and at the time I was also in Mombasa. So okay, I said I can come on Monday. So I completed the tournament on Sunday, and in the evening I could not hang out with friends much because I was preparing for it. I really wanted to give it my best, and maybe just to wrap it up, it's one pass. How do I call it? At the time, while we were in KRA, we used to make so many applications to different companies, yeah? And some people just wanted to do it for the number, like I've sent this number of applications, like in a month I've sent 5 of them. But it doesn't matter about the number of applications that you're sending out there. But it matters most about each of those applications, how much thought you are putting into them. Are you just doing them for the case of I've sent this application? Is it appealing enough really? And apart from the application also, when you show up for the interview, Have you maybe done some background checks and known a thing or two about the company and the role that you're applying for? And when you're given that opportunity to show up for the interview, have you given yourself your really best? Even if you walk out of the interview and they do not confirm you, but speaking to yourself honestly, have you really given your best? Maybe was there something else that you could have done, something that is within your capability maybe? So I do not mean to say that I used to tick all these boxes or I used to do all these things, but I used to at least make sure that I know this is what is to be done, and I'm trying my level best to do it. So the interview, I can say it was so good, and they were impressed. Yeah, it's one of those interviews that after walking out, you actually feel it. They are going to call me. It's just a matter of time. I'm just waiting. So it did happen. On Wednesday, they called me, and as I had said, it was a pressing position. They really wanted the person to fill that role as soon as possible. And I remember this time I still have my my house, not my house, my rental home in Nairobi. So how soon can you start? I tell them I can start on Monday. So it's just on Wednesday they have confirmed me. I have just a few days to wrap up and change my location. Yeah, I moved from Nairobi and I come here. And ever since, I don't mean to say that this is the destination. It's still a journey. I'm still on a journey, and I still have that attitude, yeah, to choose every moment as a learning curve and to always keep on pushing yourself, yeah. Whatever position you are now, you should not settle for it, yeah, because even if what you're getting is enough to now, maybe before it was not enough, but maybe now it's enough to cater for your basic needs, maybe for housing, for meals and whatnot. But does that make you comfortable? Don't you think that you have an obligation to give back to the community? There are so many people that really assisted you to get to where you are. So if you are saying that, okay, I can cater for my basic needs and whatnot, and that's enough for me, then in a way, that's being too selfish. So you should always keep on pushing yourself and see how many more can I accommodate. And I'm glad to say that on every paycheck that I get, I do consider a certain portion to give back to the community. I did start with my relatives. Yeah, I know my background is challenging, and of course, those that I left there still need a handhold, and friends that I've come across. So I do assist where I can, and I think this proves to be challenging for me because now every time I realize, oh, and it's over. So there's nothing left in that. So I need to find ways that I can make myself more resourceful and advance more in my life. And one of those things that I've been doing in this trajectory is acquiring more skills and for instance, yeah, as I said, my current role is an accountant. Yeah, but I'm yet to. I know some people might not get inspired by this admission, but yeah, I'm yet to complete my CPAK. But I'm finalizing on it. So as I work, I want to get that certification and be a proper accountant because if you do not have that, then you might be doing much of the work, but the sign off there has to be made by someone that really has the papers for it. So it does help. It does help to have it. And I've been building myself, and I've been trying to also inspire the people that I come across, my younger peers, and yeah, I tell them my story, and sometimes you might be surprised that some people even started off with more challenging positions, yeah, and they overcame them. They overcame them, and they are doing something. They are doing something in their life. So yeah, that's what I had to say. I did. I never knew I was a storyteller. Actually, I thought the 10 minutes would be too much. Maybe I'll be done by the 8 minutes. But now, yeah, I am just talking on and on. I apologize for so much sharing. Maybe I'll get to share more and more, and the experiences that I keep on getting on my daily life, and yeah. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Philip. That was quite the presentation. And guys, we ought to thank Melvin and Philip for those amazing, inspiring personal stories. And yeah, thank you so much, Melvin and Philip, for taking your time to share your stories with us. And now, I would like to welcome Daniel to give us a little bit of Hatua's journey and where we are currently.
Thank you, Diana, and thank you to both Melvin and Philip and everyone else who has made time to be part of this conversation. I was really excited when I heard that it was happening. And yeah, I hope we get to do this a lot more often. Since Hatua began, I think we had our first students in 2007. I don't know when any of you guys joined, so maybe you could just type in the chat quickly which year you joined Hatua. That might give us an overview of how spread you are in terms of when you joined. And this is what, 2025. So if we had our first students in 2007, in 2 years, we'll be celebrating our 20th birthday. So I hope that that's going to be something that we can make really big. And wherever you'll be, you can make plans to be around Mombasa on the date that we'll pick in 2027, together with your families. And I think I can convince Gabi and Kwame, we just hire a stadium or something, and we could just celebrate the achievements that you guys have had and the changes that have happened in your life. And I hope that when that day comes, a lot of us will be, will have made a lot more progress in our lives. I also don't know when you guys became alumni. I think from my understanding of the history of Hatua, we had our first alumni in 2013. So that's also, I might ask Diana and Hilary to start giving alumni numbers. So alumni 001, whoever you are. And then you guys would know, because right now we have a little over 270 alumni, and that number keeps growing. I'm sure there's going to be a time when our alumni numbers will be bigger than the number of students in the program. Since right now we've supported a little over 1,000 scholars across Mombasa, and our intake numbers keep going up because mostly of the good work that you are doing with your careers. So that gives us a lot more standing in terms of raising funds to support other young people who are coming in behind you. And we want to continue just growing this community and keeping it connected. And thank you so much, Diana, for the efforts you're making in your different industries, in your different regions. I hope that alumni continue just connecting. That word network that was added later on from Hatua Likoni to Hatua Network was born of the idea that we'll continue being a resource to each other. We can share ideas, we can share advice, we can share insights, opportunities, and even just memories of how far we've come. And those are stories that keep you anchored to like who you really are. And I hope that you just keep wanting to do that. Much appreciation to one person here. I think Kevin Onyango, I don't know if he's dropped off already. I see him in the office all the time. At some point, I thought he was a Hatua staff because whenever he has a chance to be around the office, he'll just walk in and say hi to people, spend the day with the team,
We have events and he'd show up, mostly because he's around. And it's something I'd like to encourage amongst all of us. If you have an opportunity to attend an event, volunteer as a mentor, do that. It's nice. We love seeing you guys. And at your level, we do a lot of work with the younger scholars in high school and university, and it's mostly about like trying to help them grow. But for you guys, most of our work is about just celebrating you. So when you have those like nice achievements, let us know. Shoot comment, Gabby a message. It gives them that like motivation to just keep going and doing the work that they started doing back in 2006, when they were just, about 3 team members, 4 team members, Gabby, Kwame, Priscilla, Cynthia, and then a few people joined them later on. Right now, we are over 30 team members working to just empower young people and improve their lives, and hope that once they get to where you guys are, then they can continue shining that light to those who are following them behind. Another good thing that I will share and celebrate with you guys is the mentoring that Hatua does for high school students is now open source. We designed it professionally with the help of Education Design Unlimited, and we put it online, and we are supporting other partners working with young people to receive the same mentoring that has shaped the lives of some of our most successful alumni. And right now, Hatua's name is in at least 5 other counties where organizations are trying to implement our curriculum, and organizations, even in Zambia, are requesting if we could help them adopt that same curriculum and our approach to youth development. So really, Hatua has really grown from that. For those of you who are present when you're doing mentoring on Sundays, at the beach, to right now when we have to hire facilitators, give them training, and then give them scripts to deliver lessons, it's been really, really, really some journey. And you guys have been a great part of this story, and we know that the best of you is yet to come. We just hope that you stay connected with each other and with us throughout that journey. Thank you. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for that presentation. Truth is the best is yet to come, and we ought to stay connected for what is coming for us as alumni. Nice. Let's now get to understand the opportunities that are there for us as alumni in the Hatua Alumni Department. Welcome, Hilary.
Thank you, Diana, for this opportunity and for bringing us together. I may have interacted with some of us, but again, I see most people. I've only seen your name in the alumni full list, and it's good to put faces to some names. So my name is Hilary, and in Hatua, I am the career coach. My main work is to help our alumni be able to, first of all, brand themselves professionally, and after that, be able to secure the opportunities that come their way, or rather those that come our way. And it's something that we've been doing from the beginning of the year. I think I'll speak about that in a minute. But first, in terms of the opportunities that we now have, we have the alumni meet and greet event. We had one last year here in Mombasa, and we've already planned to have more coming in Nairobi, in Kisumu, in Eldoret. And what we are looking forward to is to find areas where we have a big concentration of our alumni and be able to bring them together for the simple reason as a meet and greet. Just like the one that we've had today, but now a physical one where we get to share physical stories and to meet and just to see how we are doing and what has happened in our lives, and be able to create that network that Daniel has talked about. So it's something that we are beginning. Most probably we will do one still this year in Mombasa, and then looking forward next year, probably before April, we will have another one in a different location, and we'll be looking out to where our alumni are and meeting them. Yes, we're also going to be having more webinars like this. Today, it was all about connecting, listening to each other, knowing where we are, listening to our stories. But then we're looking forward to talking about maybe personal and professional growth. We will be having not just the alumni in Hatua speaking, but yeah, we have most of us here who are doing very well in other areas in business. Maybe you've landed a scholarship, so you know how to land a scholarship. You have been growing professionally. Yeah, so we'll be having more of such webinars to help build our network, to help share our expertise, and even onboard the younger alumni into, into the world of work. And of course, if this one has been going on, the alumni highlights and get to know your stories, where we get to listen and read what our alumni are doing and having a chance to connect with them. So this is something that we are going to continue with as well. But just in terms of opportunities and events, this is what we have. Okay, Diana, we can proceed to the next slide. Yeah, and in regards to career growth, I have been reaching out to some of us I know in terms of offering the career support. And this is also a moment to introduce this to the whole body of alumni to tell them that right now we have a comprehensive career support to our alumni. That is in terms of um, CV and cover letter writing. Maybe you want to do a career change and you're feeling stuck in your career and you're wondering what do people do. You want to brand yourself professionally. You want to have access to trainings and mentorship programs. This is a service that is now being offered to our alumni by Hatua Network. And sometimes all you have to do is, now that you've known about it, is to reach out to Diana or me, and we'll be glad to help. We know some of us here have really benefited, and we have stories of people who've landed jobs, people who've changed their jobs. And so, what we've been doing, okay, mostly we've been working with the alumni who have reported that they are not doing well in their professions. And it's something that even for our alumni, you've said that you are out of work and you are now looking for work. That is where we come in, and the main idea is to walk the journey with you. One thing that we've learned, especially for those of us who had an experience in terms of job search, it's something that can be really overwhelming. And like our first speaker shared, at some point you can feel drained. You can think of committing suicide, because it's like a never-ending cycle of pain. And now, as Hatua, what we're doing is to walk the journey with our alumni and to encourage, to motivate, and to be like that big brother or big uncle, just to make sure that you're not walking this journey alone. So, yeah, if you need your CV reviewed, you have an interview, you want to be prepped, you are thinking about personal branding and you don't know where to start, or maybe you are feeling stuck in your career and it's time to have that conversation of what do I do with my life. Yeah, so that's something that we are also offering to our alumni, and it's already rolling. And so you can always reach out and we plan for a meeting, we strategize, and then we see what follows after that. So yeah, I think that is all I had to say for now. And yeah, back to you, Diana.
Thank you so much, Hilary. And thank you for mentioning the opportunities that we have and the ones we can benefit from as alumni. Now, I would like to invite Brian to talk about the personalized opportunities and internship we have for our alumni. Welcome, Brian.
Thank you, Diana. My name is Brian once more, And I joined Hatua this year as a partnerships officer. Basically, what I do is try to find opportunities or try and find companies that can partner with Hatua to employ the alumni because of the immense training and mentorship that we've all been taken through. I think now it sets us aside from any other candidate out there who has not gone through Hatua. So as at now, I try to find maybe from attachment, if you're looking for attachment, if you're looking for internship, and then also the entry level jobs. Okay, so we have a number of opportunities lined up, even coming in the next month for internship opportunities mainly. And I would like to even encourage us for those fresh graduates, do not shy away from an internship. That's your first step, maybe to your career. You never know where it leads. Okay. And then maybe you are like, I've graduated and I need to like go straight to work. I think most of the time, these internships turn out to be very big roles. I think, and some of us can attest, they started as interns, and right now they're doing so well in those fields. So basically, you can reach out to Hillary, as he has said, and Diana as well, if you get an opportunity and you need to be prepared. Also, to mention that those opportunities that Diana posts on the alumni group, those are legit opportunities. You can see if you qualify for any of them, and still Diana and Hillary will give you guidance on how to apply. So I'm also looking for us as alumni to be able to connect the rest of us who are not maybe who are not yet employed to get employed. We're looking to tap into those companies that you're working for us to get opportunities as well. So maybe at some point we'll reach out to you. Maybe if you can give us a contact of someone in your company, maybe the HR or the one in charge of hiring, just to make sure that every alumni from Hatua gets a job. Because remember again, Hatua's mission is to break generational poverty. If you've gone to school, you have graduated, and you don't get a job, we are not living up to that mission. You have to get a job for you to be able now to break that generational poverty. For you to be able, as Wycliffe started by saying that he's now proud that he's supporting uh, other siblings behind him. You know that's the mission of Hatua, and we cannot do that if we do not hold each other's hands. So at some point, I'll be reaching out to you just to see if we can get to tap into those places you're working for. Or if you get any opportunity that comes your way, you can always share with me, or share with Hillary, or share with Diana. We'll give you guidance, and I'll look into it. Mostly, if you send me an opportunity personally, I try and reach out to the company, or if I can get a contact of anyone and ask more about the opportunity, and we can get a candidate. Okay. So, and also Melvin mentioned that it's not easy to, you might have gone to school, but it's so hard to get a job, not because you're not qualified, just because it's not easy to get a job in Kenya at some point. So mine is to make sure you have a soft landing once you're out of school. Once you have graduated, you've been ushered into the work environment. You get a soft landing and you don't get to tarmac. So that's it from me, Diana, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian, for that. We have all seen the kind of opportunities that awaits us in the alumni department. And now, thank you all guys for joining this meeting. And I would ask if kama tunaweza turn on our cameras for us to take a screenshot of our screens for remembrance of this, the very, very ever first webinar for us, and more like this to come. Yeah, can we all turn on our cameras? Thank you guys.
Good to see you, just Nyambura Gatei. You've spoken a lot.
Happy to see you, Wycliffe.
Wadira.
So, asanteni sana guys for coming.
Hey, long time, Maze. Nice to see you guys. Alafu hizi group za alumni na mimi siko bana. Simnia long time, Maze. Nice to see you guys. Alafu hizi group za alumni na mimi siko bana. Simnia kwa groups. Sijui, I think venye nilichange simu groups zilienda.
Diana amesikia.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely going to add you. Okay, thank you so much, guys. And see you on the next one.
See you.
Thank you, Diana. See you.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye, guys.
Good job, Diana.
Thank you.